Hello everybody, this is Michael from the Boardgames Chronicle blog again. Today I will have the pleasure to present to you the third part of the Lanzerath Ridge playthrough. This is the fourth game from the Valiant Defense series by David Townsend. It will be published by DVG and we expect the Kickstarter to start soon at the end of January 2022. Let's look at the board. I will not be going through all the details of the rules and the changes to the previous installments in the series. You can see them in the video number 1. I went pretty extensively. In video number 2, where we were doing the second attack phase, we saw the intense attack and efforts by the Germans to crush those 2000s of defenders. Now with the third attack phase, we would have some special additional rules, namely an additional objective. This will be objective called Display the Disguised Forward Observer. What will happen during the first mortar attack? We'll place those 3 tokens at 4s over here. We will do it randomly. We'll flip them and then shuffle them. And as long as this forward observer is in play, each mortar will fire 2 die. It will be much more painful for us and much less likely to avoid it. We will be able to find this observer first by the minor action which allows us to reveal one of those tokens by the unit with line of sight, and then simply completing the disguised forward observer objective by firing at him and removing him with a defense of 4. I will come back to this during the game. For now, let's see at the situation. I'm building some defense here because I'm expecting the flanking attack. I will try to move this MG also here. I built also the strong defense to the left. In the center we have pretty flexible force which can go left or right and react to the attack. What is else? I would like to use Springer to go and do the artillery as we did previously. It was really devastating fire, which allow us to decrease twice the decks of cards by 3. We'll need to go through 27 cards each turn. It will be 3 cards played for Germans and then the 5 actions for defenders. 27 cards, 3 cards per turn, that means 9 turns, unless we use artillery, which will help us to decrease this. Based on my playtesting experience, the attack phase 3 will be one of the most challenging, and a lot of games was finished here. So let's see if I can do better than this and manage to survive. Okay, let us start. We initiate the game with a German phase. Yeah. Let me shuffle the cards. And now we start the play. We start with the leader at 5. So we take leader and he will attack this position here. Okay, we go here, we go here. Fine. So this was first card. Second card will be another leader, now moving towards the position 4. So over here. Okay, and the third card will be we place an MG42 and it will fire if it's already there at the A. You remember last turn I was pretty focused on removing those MGs, and I think it's good that we removed them. They can be really painful, especially when they target such a large stacks of defenders. Okay, we played through the 3 cards now, so it's time for the actions of defenders. Okay, so our turn. What we will do, as planned, we will move Milosevic with MG here. MG actually can be used by any of those units, and this is minor action. At the same time, we will use Gatsky to do the minor action of emplacing this machine gun. It's here. Okay, we have two minor actions here. The third action would be to move Springer towards the artillery. Okay, now what else shall we do? Shall we already fire at some units? I think we should fire, but bulk moving here will not give inspiration to those units, so I will wait a moment. Okay, now we moved all those units. Do we have anything else which we would like to do now? I think it will be good to start reducing the number of units here. So let me do it. I will use that guy. I will flip him. He is inspired. And he fires at this rifleman with 2d8, and 5 or more will give us a hit. Yep, we have one, so the rifleman is down. Now to the next turn. We'll place a submachine gunner. Here he is. We roll a 6-sided die. He attacks towards the direction 6. The direction 6 is here. And you see, guys, he will remove a fence because the leader is here. So the next card. One more rifleman. Let me check where he goes. To number 4, so the direction. Again, the fence is being removed because we have a leader. Okay, and the last card, MG C. So we put MG here. Okay, so a lot of movement here, so I think a fire will be needed against those opponents. Maybe even adjust fire. First of all, I will move Springer to artillery. Definitely that's something I want to do. Now, I'm thinking about adjust fire with James toward those units. It seems that this will be a good idea. Just let me I will concentrate here. We'll use M2. M2 still have some ammunition. We'll use, I think, 3 ammunitions. We'll fire 3 times. Each time using 1 ammunition, and each time this 1 ammunition will give us 2 shots, 2 to die, because we have inspiration. He will be rolling with D12, and first of all we'll try to target this MG. The defense is 7. We got him. Now we roll now against this rifleman 4. It will be 4 defense plus 1 for the second shot. We roll 2 dice of those, so this is 5 or more. Yeah, we got him. And I think we also target this guy here, the third one. This is defense 3 plus 2, so 5. It was close, but yeah, we also got him. That was a pretty accurate fire and a good use of a weapon. He's of course exhausted. Now those guys should do some firing here. I think two of them will fire, each of them with 2 die against those 2 riflemen. First of all, this rifleman, this is defense 3, these are D8s, yeah. Yep, we just got him. Just. And against this one, this is defense of 4. We also got him. So already 5 units taken down. We still have one more action. We can do some movement, and I will do some movement. I will actually, or even not a movement. No, we'll not do a movement. We'll fire with Khalil against this rifleman before they start to move against us and try to flank us. So Khalil has D8, he has inspiration from Redmond for the blue platoon, and here is the defense of 5. Last turn we rolled pretty poorly against those flanking units. Let's see how it will be this time. It's much better. Finally, that's much better. Okay, that ends our turn. Sorry, we exhausted a lot of troops, but definitely we impacted the attack too and decreased the number. Still a lot of turns in front of us. Mortar. First time we draw the mortar. So what do? We flip those guys here. Okay guys, let's start. I just shuffled them. I have no idea which one is who. We'll see. So we have a medic here, a medic here, and a medic here, or at least a disguised medic. And now the mortar will fire 2 die at each space. So first of all we roll a die. It could be 1, 2, or 1. So one of those 3 positions. Please let it not be 2. 6. We rolled a 6, and 6 is position 1, which is empty. We got lucky. We got extremely lucky. But we need to get rid of those observers. We have MG on position C. On position C, we just removed it, and that saves us from the fire. And one more card with assault on 6. 6 is that way, so let me move him back. We'll have another leader, but a nice cleanup which we did in the last turn means that there is no immediate pressure on us. Okay, what else? That would be all for our enemies. Now our turn. A minor radio action, radio artillery, to bring some artillery, as usually 2 free tokens. And now thinking what else to do. There is a minor action which allows us to flip the enemy, yeah? The medic, and I think we'll start to do it. It could be done, for example, by Slipe, this minor action. Let me check this guy. Flip. No, this is medic. Now let me use this guy with minor action. Flip. Ha! We got him. This is the forward observer. So we know where we will be firing. Okay. Now I will unexhaust Khalil using assist action of this green unit. And shall we fire somewhere? It's tempting to try to take down those MGs, but it would be good also to have some units here. We don't have any. Okay. Not too many options for this turn, so maybe an assist from this guy just to get that guy active. Fine, should be fine. We know where the forward observer is. We didn't manage to take him down. Hopefully no mortar yet here. Oh gosh. Okay, mortar. 1, 4 or 5. So here, here or here. Let's see. We roll a die, 6-sided die. We rolled 2, which means position 1. So they are firing here. Yes. And we roll 2 dice. What is the defense value of M2? It's 6. 6. So if at least 1 6 is rolled on those 2 dice, it will be a damaged car. Yeah, we got it. So we flip it. 1 more car. Jeep damaged. Fine or rather not fine. We move forward. Falschmeyer MG42. Place or activate A. So this is the spot. Let's see where he's firing. 1 3. He will fire at position 1, and the rest is at position 2. So we again got lucky. You see, my setup which builds those strong points is at the 1 point very difficult to hit, because you need to hit this particular place. But on the other hand, it's also very prone if enemy is firing directly at this place, I don't know, 2 times in a sequence for simply a disruption of the units. So I got lucky, but if a mortar, for example, hit here and then MG here, it could be painful. Yeah. So this is a risk I'm willing to take. And we have 1 more leader attempting to get here. So this progresses forward. So far, so good. So now, our actions. I think some fire will be needed. First of all, of course, Springer brings 1 more artillery token here. Now, pity nobody's coming here, because that means that if we fire, we can just lose a turn. But all in all, we need to get rid of those enemies. So we go here. He's firing 2d8 at this rifleman. Why 2d8? Because he is inspired. The defense is 4. And we hit the rifleman. So we already have 2 actions. Now what else can we do? Here we have, of course, a forward observer. We have the 8 here, so we fire with this guy against this forward observer. He is defending with 4. We have 2 d8s because we are inspired. Yeah, these are the 8s. And no luck, no hit. Gosh, this is not good. This is not good. Now I have to ask myself a question. What shall we do? Probably I will try to fire at him with Khalil. He has the 8 rifle, but he will be also inspired, yeah, and he's firing through this barrier, so he's defending with 5. So we need 5 or more on 2d8, on one of the 8s. No! This forward observer is very persistent, very much indeed. We should probably move forward somewhere, but the problem is he cannot go here. We have already 4 defenders here. So what I'm going to do, to move him through this space. Not the best situation. We have one more leader going towards position 2. So here it was good that we get rid of this rifleman because they would already be at the doorsteps of this position. Mortar, and unfortunately the mortar is firing again with 2 die. Position 2 is here. You see, this car is damaged already and there is nobody there. That is why this is a mood attack. Yeah, there is no die rolling. You cannot do anything else than have it damaged. Yeah. And one more card. MG42 on position B, and position B is not occupied at this moment in time. Okay, I think I put B at A. Sorry for this. I just noticed it. I should probably be sometimes slightly closer. Yeah, so these are the all cards. And forward observer is still there, which means we need to do something. Shall we already use the Springer and roll for artillery? No, I would like to be sure that we can do it, so I will take the third one. Now, our MGs has not fired again, so it's probably the good time to fire. Some adjust fire, so we'll fire with Jenkins. Yes, and Jenkins will fire at those guys at the MG. This gun is D10, so we roll 2 D10s due to this inspiration. D10s we have here. We have 9 and 4, so we hit the MG. Now with a second roll we try to hit this MG. It defends with 7 and we rolled 8. Good rolling. And I think this is maximum of ammunition we can use. Yes, no more ammunition. Do we have anybody else who can fire? Yes, we have. So we will probably need to move him here. Actually, I actually made a mistake because you see, those guys doesn't have the M denominator. They should be with this MG. Fine, happens. Unfortunately, that was not a good decision. But what we can do, just thinking loudly, I can. I still have a couple of actions. I can move this guy. No, with those exhausted, they simply use the space here. What we still need to do is to get rid of this forward observer. Yeah, indeed, we have to. And this is a pretty time-consuming process, as you can see. So probably we will use this M1919. We didn't fire with him. No, we didn't. It's loaded. So we fire against this MG, and we'll try forward observer. For starter, I will use 2 ammunitions. The first ammunition goes definitely against this forward observer, so it has defense 4 plus 1. We fire from this spot. So on D10, we need to have 5 or more. Yes, we have. So all the forward observers, disguised forward observers, goes here. Let me just, yeah, see, it was a medic. Now we'll fire a second round against this MG. We hit on, and we of course fire with Milosevic. Sorry, didn't say it. Milosevic is firing. So we fire on 8 because this is the second shot. 9, yeah, we got him. Shall we press our luck? I'd rather preserve ammunition. Yeah, we don't have enough of it. Now, what else can we do? We definitely would need to have some troops here. We still have like 4 turns in front of us. So what I shall do, I probably should unfortunately exhaust. and this will give me a command action which unexhausts all those guys. Good. This is really good. Now for the last action, this gun is not loaded and we might still need it. So let me load it with Dustpan. Last 2 pieces of ammunition. Okay, we move now to the German turn. We are more than halfway through, 15 cards played, 12 still to go. We have assault, so submachine gunner on position 1 to 6. Let's see where they go. Position, I don't know which. We need to roll once again. It was 2 or 3. 6. Position 6, so they approach again here. Bad luck, guys. Our MGs are there. Now the next card would be one more rifleman. Position 3, so in the middle. And the last card would be a mortar. But now the mortar is hitting with 1 die, 6 or 1. So it's here or here. Of course, we prefer 1. We roll a die. It's 4. 4 means, unfortunately, position 6. So the mortar hit us here. And you see we have a couple of units over there. Each of these units has a defense value, morale value, printed here, 2, 4, 5, 6, and we roll a die for each and every unit. And if we roll this number or less, this unit is not broken, but this unit is simply stressed, and we put the token on him, yeah, of breaking, yeah. So if we roll the d6 equal to or less than the morale of the defender, he will get exhausted. So we roll for Milosevic, then Redmond, then whom do we have here? Gatsky and Khalil. Milosevic is fine. Redmond now. He is disrupted. Now Khalil. He's fine. And Gatsky. He is disrupted. So we have 2 units disrupted. The only way to remove disruption is via recover action. It's a minor action which each and every of the units can do, and they simply remove this disruption from them. If they are second time disrupted, they will become casualty, and our morale will drop. If it drops to 0, we lose the game. If we have at the end of the attack turn any disrupted units, each and every one of them removes 1 morale. So it's good to really remove those things. Okay, now we already 18 cards passed. So what we'll do now, first and foremost, we will fire with artillery. So Springer is doing the fire. We will move those tokens here. We roll a 3 die, and at least 1, 5 or 6 removes 3 top cards from the German deck. And that is what you call a really bad luck. We were preparing for this fire for a long time, and even with a 3 die we didn't manage to get one. That's a bad thing. We for sure need to remove all those disruptions. That's for sure. We don't want to die. What we need to do also is to unexhaust those guys. So Slave will use the command action, and those guys can again use the fire option. Last but not least, what else can we do? Just looking at the options, I think I will move Dustman here, or rather I will move Fort. No, it doesn't make sense. We have only 3 turns to go, so that doesn't make much sense. We can try to fire with Fort and remove one of those guys, but he will not get to be inspired. But I still think this is a good idea. So he roll 1d8 against the guy at 4, and let's see what he gets. I have pretty good chances to hit. Yeah, we hit. And that was the last of our actions. Hope it for a better turn, especially with a major artillery barrage. It didn't work. 3 more turns, and we'll not call artillery, unfortunately. Assault, rifleman 1 to 6. 1, so goes that way, which is not good. This is the only place where we don't want them to go. We prefer them going here. Assault, place at 3, so going that direction. This is fine. Here we have people who can fire and fight if needed in a hand-to-hand combat. And we have one more. This would be Grenadier. He goes at 3, so they push here, which means this leader goes and triggers the booby trap and kills himself on this. The rest comes here. Yeah. Wow, what shall we do? How shall we do it? We need to do something about those approaching guys, so we will fire, and of course we don't have any kind of inspiration anymore, so fire here at this guy, and that means that we fire with 3 or more on 1d8. No luck. We fire with a second guy. We need 3 on or more. Really? 2 times 1. We fire with a third guy. We need I will change the die. Sorry, once again. Yeah. Barely. That was awful. Simply awful. We used so many actions here. And we have nobody, but still this good gun which can fire into this direction, so this is fine. We need to get rid of this leader. So and did we exhaust Khalil when he was firing with MG? I don't think so. This was Milosevic, of course. We should exhaust him in the last turn. So now Khalil will fire 2 die. If he has 2 die, because he is inspired, I do not mind him firing. Yeah, leader is good because he has 3 die in the close to hand-to-hand combat. So 2d8s, we roll them. Yep, he is down. And Redmond would be able to also to fire, but let maybe wait with this. We will move this guy here, so just in case, if we need to move those MG operators here. Okay, 2 more German turns. Things are getting nasty. 1 more Grenadier. I will not deny. 1, so they are going here and they are breaking through the barrier. It's not what I wished here. MG42 from the position B, and he will be firing either at position 3 or 4. So we roll. I think this would be the position 3. So we roll against all those guys. Again, a direct hit. We have here 3, 3, 5, and 6. So first of all, for freeze, no hit. Second 3 hit. So disrupted, exhausted, disrupted, and with action. Now 5 and then 6. Nothing, and 6. Our leader was hit. It's not good. And one more card. This is MG from position A. There is no MG there, so that's the one. We just put it here. Our turn. Our turn would be mainly focusing on getting rid of those exhaustions. So those two guys will take those things from them. I think this is legal. I would need to double check that even the exhausted guy can undisrupt himself. If I mess it up, so sorry for this, I will double check it in a moment. Okay, you can be disrupted and exhausted and still remove the disruption, so this is fine. We move that guy to the MG position. He can use this MG. Not that guy. Of course, this is again the same error with the M. You see, he needs to have M here. Now this Dustman will fire, and the Rifleman who has 3 defense. Let us roll D8. No way. No luck. Simply no luck. What shall we do now? Risk that they will not enter here, or what? That's a bad situation. I will, if we fire with James toward him, we go through the 2 barriers and we're on 5, but I think I will do it. I will preserve ammunition for the last turn, where it will be probably even worse than what we have now. So we roll at 1 die, 5 or more. 4. So no, we didn't hit. And that's all. Last German turn. Mortar. One of those positions. Let's see what we roll. It's 3. And 3 means position 2. Position 2 is here with this exhausted guy. He has 3 as a defense, so we roll a die. Ah, he managed to survive. Yeah. If we roll equal or more, then they are disrupted. If I said anything else previously, I said it wrong. You need to roll equal or higher to be disrupted. So if you have 6 morale, you are really hard to be disrupted. If you have 2 morale, it's pretty easy. Let's go on. 2 more cards, keeping fingers crossed. MG. So this MG will fire, and it will fire at one of those 2 positions. So let's see at whom. 5 means at position 2. So at those 4 guys. One more pretty good fire. Let me just take some of those. Okay. 3, 3, 3, 2. That can be very painful. We start with 2. 4, which means it's disrupted. 3 now here, it's disrupted. 3 here, it's disrupted. Let me just clone it. We might need more of this, and this 3. Sorry for this. It's also disrupted. Very precise and good fire. Now, if we have one more fire like this, that would be a nightmare. The last card for the Germans. Mortar. He is firing at position 3 here with 1 die. The defense is free, the defense is free, so let's see what we'll get. For the soldier disrupted, and for the car damaged. Wow, that was very painful turn. I tell you guys why. Because now, in my round, what I will do, I will just remove all those tokens because I don't want to lose the morale. Okay, the battle was heated. They almost breached in a couple of the points. I think I told you that they will be outflanking us. Sorry, this is mainly in the attack phase 2 and 4. I messed it up, sorry for this. Attack phase 4 will be very, very difficult, but I think we are still in position to repel it. What I'm concerned about are those dwindling MG ammunition stockpiles, and also all the cars are damaged, especially the one for the artillery, which we used actually, unfortunately, without a success. Yeah. Other than that, we lost one booby trap. The rest is still on the board. Thank you very much for watching this playthrough. I hope you enjoy it. I can't wait to see the Kickstarter for the Lanzerath Ridge started, founded, and this game really produced. This is so beautiful. The tabletop simulator is great. It provides you the graphics, but in reality it will be even better. It's so beautiful game with a so beautiful map, counters, and cards. Hope you enjoyed it. If you do, please like this video. If you would like to see more videos like this, please subscribe and stay tuned for the last 4th attack phase. Thank you and bye for today.